Hello? Hello? Good afternoon. So good evening. It's already 4 o'clock. In the previous, good evening. This is Dr. Ramaswamy. So anyway, we will begin now. Good evening. This is Dr. Ramaswamy. So in the previous class, we discussed about radio and how to write programs for radio, like radio talks, radio discussions, radio documentaries, radio features. Okay. So in the today's class, we also discuss about television programs and its formats. Okay. So basically, television is a second. Television is a audio medium, right? Audio video medium. That means we can see the picture and also we can listen to the audio. Okay, there are a number of different types of programs in any television program, any television channel. Sorry. Okay, like studio interviews. Okay, so in the studio interview, anchor, one person, anchor invites the guests on a particular topic and they will ask the question, and the respondents will give you answer to the questions raised by the anchor. So these respondents come from a different fields. So if it is a political, party spokesperson will come. If it is a science and technology, some scientist or field subject expert may come. Okay. If it is any agriculture, anything related to that, so in that, that person who has expertise in that particular area, he may come to the discussion. Sorry, studio interview. This means in a studio interview, it may be one-to-one or one-to-many. So if it is a political discussions, like if you watch on a television at evening prime time, so one anchor questions the persons related to, take example of political issues, political stories. So that political spokesperson will respond. Okay. This is the one type of program, television program format. Studio interview is the one of the television format. Okay. And next one is a documentary. So in a documentary, what is the documentary? Documentary is the one specialized area. I mean, one special topic. Okay. So it is a program fully developed one. That means full length story. To take an example, recent controversy, any controversy. So take example of this controversy or any news update. Okay, news incident. So take example of this Ramanujacharya statue. So if you make a documentary on that particular topic, we need to collect data from different sources about Ramanujacharya. So his history, his life and history, and his social. So whatever they call as a social equality. Okay, whatever he preaches. Okay, everything, and we need to include and the detailed story on a particular topic. Okay, it's a detailed story Detailed story on a particular single subject. Okay, it may be about place also. So if you take one place, so we'll give a detailed information about that particular place. If a person will take will give a detailed information and detailed data about that particular person. Okay, this also in a documentary, first in the beginning somebody will explain, and in the background, later in the background, the narration voiceover will be given. So based on the narration, the corresponding visual will be paid. In the middle, we'll take some person's opinion or bites. We call it the bites. Okay, we'll take bites from the persons who are connected with that story, particular story. Okay, and that bite is also included, and another person's opinion. Okay, and at the end, the conclusion to the particular topic. This is a documentary. Documentary may be length from 15 to 30 minutes. Okay. The next program format, television format, is television report. So report, what is the news difference between the news report and report is, in a report is a short news story, right? So a story may be 30 seconds to 1 minute, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, but this news report is a lengthy one. It is based on some particular event or conference are happening. Okay, where some details besides this information will give you some additional information about. If take example some meeting in so minister chief minister went to Janagama. Okay, inaugurated collectorate offices. Okay, so we'll give it detailed information, detailed report on particular event. Okay, for that we'll give a detailed information of, so we'll collectorates, districts formation, okay, everything. So related to, so why they are inaugurating this collector, why they built this new collectorate buildings, because the state after bifurcation of a state, Telangana state, correction of Telangana state, so these districts, okay, divided, okay, and each new district has its own collectorate office. Okay, for that they built a new collectorate buildings. Okay, for that they are chief minister inaugurating that new buildings and dedicating it to the state public. Okay. Dedicate to the nation means here they're dedicating it to the Telangana people. Okay, that is the news television report. And another format is newsreel. The newsreel, take an example of news. So in a reel, there are different news stories. So like take an example of 9 p.m. bulletin or 7 p.m. bulletin or any hour bulletin. So in a newsreel, so there are a number of stories, different stories. So if it is a television report, the only report is played at a time. So, but in a newsreel program, so there are a number of different news stories, okay, but played and telecasted in a half an hour. Okay, this is the difference. And another format is panel discussion. In a panel discussion is a very popular program format. Okay, in a panel discussion, we'll invite experts from different areas. That means if you talking about one particular issue, what issue? So recent one. So take example of any issue. If it is a political one, so we will invite a opposition as well as government. Okay. So we'll initiate a discussion. Okay. And their version will get a different versions of different political party. And we'll ask them questions and they will give a reply. So it's like a interview, but in an interview, just we'll ask the question and they will respond. In a panel discussion, we'll ask the question and other also they can respond the same question and they can counter their argument with the others also. Okay, these are the news. This is the are you following? Yes, nobody is there. Okay, then next format is talk show. In a talk show, so in a panel discussion or interview, there will be an anchor and guests, subject experts. Okay, anchor poses the question and the guest will respond. But in a talk show, the person anchor, he himself explain about the topic. Okay, he himself explain the topic and he'll give a detailed information. Okay. For example, anyway, I will use PPT so that we can easily remember these points and as well as we can connect it to the television formats. Some program formats. So here, so I will share a PPT that we discuss and we can see the different points. So there are a number of points. Just I will share the screen so that we can. So talk shows. Talk shows are like a panel discussion, but panel discussion are in a large scale. He hosts an interview, and these shows a single celebrity guest and fixed number of experts. It's also interactive as in nature, and they can see. Take example of any this talk shows like a Unstoppable of Balakrishna. Okay, this is a talk show. Okay. In middle, they can also get interact with the audience who participates in that discussion also. Okay, they can ask the questions to the guest. Okay. So in the panel discussion, only 3 or 2 people from the expertise who are expertise in particular topic, they are invited, and they can ask the question to the guest and. This anchor asks the question to the experts, and expert will explain that about that particular topic. But in a talk shows, so the guest is invited, and the anchor asks the question, and audience can ask the question to the guest, and he will respond. Okay, that is the talk show. So next format is television serial. So serials are most popular programs in general GEC channels. Okay. So they are watched by total family. Okay. In a rural area as well as urban areas also. Okay. There are different national channels like Colors, G, Star. Okay. Even though we have Telugu channels like Ma TV, G Telugu, and Gemini. Okay. So we can watch different channels, and we can have a different private channels as well as Doordarshan. Okay. And one other show is a reality show format. This is another format. In a reality TV, so this aim is the intimate reality. Intimate reality means, so whatever happens in an intimate situation, so that all will be telecasted. Okay, but this is not a scripted one. It is an unscripted one. So some dramatic situations, okay, and features the ordinary people also. Okay, so this reality show we bring together like a documentary as well as game show as well as soap opera. That means, one second. So in a documentary, will entirely telecast the one event, one particular story. Okay, it game show means it is a game show. Whoever wins in the game, they will be presented with prize or prize money or something. Okay, it is also like it's a soap opera, like a serial. Okay, it telecast. Yeah. So three genres will be, okay, three genres will be combined with the reality show. Okay, so the important aspect of this reality show is, so will they request the viewers participation via voting. Okay, right, by voting. So you can participate, you can send your opinion to the this reality show. Okay, and elimination of the, in the beginning there are number of participants. So after voting, so there will be elimination of the elimination of the participant. Okay, so every stage there will be elimination. So music shows. So music shows are very like usual. So in a music show, there will be a concert or music show, and participant will can watch, and based on the music show like this Indian Idol. Okay, these are the example of part of the ad. So that in that program also the audience can participate, viewing, and they can interact with the participant. They can vote, they can select. So in a reality show also, okay, in a reality show it's a combined of three genres, like a documentary, documentary, game, and soap opera. But in a music shows, so here also the participants showcase the talent in front of audience. Okay, if they like, so na paata meeku nachinathe, you can meer vote cheyandi ani they request to your participation. Okay, and there will be some judges. Okay, celebrities who participate as judges, and they will decide, they will judge the participants talent. They will check the participants talent. Okay, so the producers and channel will take care of the respondent. Take example, before the actual shoot, before the actual program. So before that, they will be trained. This participant will be trained by the producers as well as channel, new channel. Okay. So because if the program is perfect, then only the audience will attract. Otherwise, if they don't know the basics of the music show, so they may not act properly. So for that, they will give you some training before the actual program. So sports programs live action, like we'll watch cricket 1 day, 2 days, or kabaddi, pro kabaddi programs. So this is the another format of the television. Okay, next TRPs. That means television rating points. TRPs. The TRPs, that means if it is a paper, okay, we can count the number of subscribers. So 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs. So Inada is the largest circulation. That means they are selling 10 lakhs copies of Inadu daily. That means they have 10 lakh subscribers. But what about this channel? If if you want to count the number of people who are watching television, so for that they will measure the audience response in a TRP television rating points. In this, actually, in a randomly, like this Tom rating, television audience measurement, Tom rating, they will fix a meter into every randomly selected households. Okay, in the TRPs, how they collect the TRPs means they fix the meter, what is called TRP meter. 1 meter is fixed into every, so I forgot the name. 1 meter device is fixed in every randomly chosen household based on the statistical this sampling method. So randomly chosen house, they will fix a digital meter, that device. Okay, if the viewer changes the channel and how many minutes they watching particular channel and how many times they changing the channel, so everything is recorded in that meter, that the electronic device. So based on that, every month they'll collect that meter data, and they analyze. Okay, in the last month, these viewers watched this channel for this many hours, or they changed this channel for number of times. Okay, that gives a so because that is a randomly selected, not a fixed one. So they'll choose randomly. Okay, this audience measurement is chosen randomly. So they will fix that based on that data. They changing the channel, and they will measure the program, how many hours they watched, which channel they watched, at what time they watched. Every data will be recorded. Okay. Public opinion. So public opinion is a viewpoint. Okay, viewpoint. What are the beliefs or view prevalent in a large number of group or interested group? Okay. So if you want to public take your opinion, so you need to go out and take a different number of people opinion. Okay, and some of their views. Okay, so just you can get the so this opinion gives on a particular topic. They will give a opinion about. So take example, a movie. Okay, you can watch this YouTube videos. So after watching the new released movie, so audience will give their opinion. Okay, so this movie is good, this movie is not good. So the action is good, the film is good. So this different types of opinion. So compared to Vox Populi, now Vox Populi means it is a small bite. So we can call it as a bite. Okay, small bite taken by the taken from different people on a particular topic is called the Vox Populi. Okay, so they are different, but what are they feeling about particular topic or event or issue? Social issue may be a different definition. Okay, that is public opinion. Audience, TV audience. So audience for television are multiple. Okay. So in a household, a single household, there are different some audience. So take example in a single small household. So elder one basically set up like a father, mother, and two kids. Okay. So if you take father and mother and son, daughter, it's a normal family, small household family. So father likes, he want to watch news. Okay, but mother likes serials. Okay, son likes cricket, like sports, cricket, for example. Okay, daughter may like serials. Daughter may like some programs related to her, maybe serials, some dance programs, or any other program. So there are different viewpoints. Okay, audience in a single household. Okay, so there may be different viewers. Okay, so their opinions, and it is always a household medium. So TV is a household medium, right? Okay, whatever watch. So father may watch news and mother may watch serials, but at the end of the day, so all the audience are connected to the television. Okay, this is so. Television program formats. These are some of the television programs. So we discussed about studio interviews. Okay. So interview in the studio interview, the studio interview and a guest who is expert on particular topic. Okay. So that interview, that person will explain the detailed information. Okay. And also, if you want to take opinion and a subject and a particular subject, there is the authorized person. Okay, so that person only gives the information. So if you want to, you take example, law and order issue in a Telangana. Take example, law and order issue in Telangana. That time only a DGP. If it is at state level, DGP is the responsible. If it is at district level, SP. SP is the responsible. Okay. If the interview, if there is a law and order issue in a district, if you take an interview with the SP, that is that gives a credibility to the story, right? If SP speaks about law and order issue, okay. If you announce something, that will give a credibility. That is the interview. So it is a one-to-one interview or two or many. Okay. So full-length story. Documentary is the full-length story. Okay. It can be place or issue or people. So document recently, NGC, National Geographic Channel, made a documentary on Sri Shailam project. Sorry, Kaleshwaram project. Okay. Kaleshwaram project. Okay, you can search it NGC app. So that means they give you detailed information of project Kaleshwaram project. Okay, in the background, that narrator will introduce the subject and explains Okay, in between we'll take some bites, interview with the project constructor and engineers and government version and public version. Okay, in a documentary we all include this type of information. That's the documentary style. So it is particularly related to one single topic. So television report is a detailed account of event. So if news story, they may be 3 to 5 minutes. If it's a report, it may be lengthy one. So, so, so the narration, if it is a, so take example of this Janagama collector office opening. So if you give a detailed information about that, and also a reporter goes there and from the location, will explains the whatever happenings in there and in the report, they file the report. Okay, newsreel. Newsreel is like every half-an-hour bulletin. Okay, so in a half-an-hour bulletin, they need to telecast or 10 to 20 news stories in half an hour, 30 minutes and 20. Okay, minutes they need to telecast. They need to arrange based on the priority. Okay. They have different stories, different duration and telecast. So here there is a news called dry news. Okay, dry news means so we have a information. So in a television, television is a basic thing is audio visual medium, right? AV, and there is a audio as well as video. Sometimes what happens, we know the information. Okay, we know the information, but we don't have any visual related to that. Okay, that time anchor only reads the story, but no corresponding visual will be played. That time it is called a dry news. So usually news channels won't prefer you to use this dry news because news channel antene audio visual medium kada. So atlantappudu dry news asle vaadaru. Okay, if it is a radio ankondi, just we can read and we can explain. So there is no need to play the corresponding visual here. So the audience or listeners may not see the visual. But if it is a TV, so we need to telecast this visual as well as audio. Okay, panel discussion. Panel discussion is very important. Again, I'm repeating. So this panel discussion will be conducted by the will take different people on a particular topic. So we'll get a information from different angles. Okay. So one person may expert in one field, one person will expert another field. So in the 3 versions, so okay, 3 versions, we'll get a 3 versions of a particular topic. So panel discussions help to get the information from different sources, different angles. Okay. Talk shows we discussed. Okay, these are the different formats of the television. Okay, and the next, shall we continue? Nobody is there. Anyway, I'm speaking. And what is the next topic? Next topic is the television production process. So, to any channel or any television program, so we need to produce, right? So if it is a news channel, we need to produce that one. No? So reporter will file a story and the sub-editor will fine-tune that copy, and video editor will add visuals to that, and voiceover artist will add voiceover, and the panel PCR people will telecast and the technical people will check the quality. Okay, all these things happens. Okay, what are the stages? What are the steps while transmitting the different programs? Okay, so so first we'll discuss the grammar of television. So so basic point is television is the audiovisual media, right? So we need to care about visual as well as audio. So if you want to take audio visuals, so we need to follow some basics. Basics like short composition. Okay. So for that also, the short composition also. Anyway, we'll use again so that we can explain it easily. So television production process. Okay, so we know the television is the gives a impact compared to paper as well as radio. In a paper, only we can see the photo and relating the information. Whenever the reader who is educated can read and understand, then only they can understand the impact of the story. But if it is a radio, just we only listen to the audio. That we can't see any visual or any, but in a television, so we can see as well as we can listen. So that gives a impact on human nature. So if you see any like floods or any bomb blast, okay. So compared to this radio and TV, the television visuals, so give a more impact, right? So for that also, so to give a some impact or some, so we need to capture best footage, right? Best videos. For that, we need to add some basics of television. So we need to follow some style. If it is a print media, we call it a style sheet. Style sheet. Okay. So for that also we need to follow. So what type of font we should use, what type of photograph we should use, what type of headline size. Okay, these are all decided in the style sheet. But if it is a television, so we need to follow some qualities. Okay. So for that we need to use our creativity, technical expertise, and packaging of the content. Okay, then only that content will be reached to the audience, right? So for that we need to do proper shots, proper composition. Composition means here, if you think this is a TV screen, okay, this is a TV screen. If you take person like half faced, so the eyes are not visible. Okay, this total body is visible. The head is not visible properly. Okay, this will won't give any impact. Okay, instead of that, so if you cover total head or total face, this also gives another impact. Okay, otherwise in one other story, if you total human body, if you cover a human body, this is also gives some impact. So this is all called short composition. Okay, in a short composition, so what type of shots we should use, what type of angle we should use. Okay, this is a very important in a television program. So this is there are the grammar. So the grammar means convey some particular movement. So if you while also editing also, we need to use some techniques. Then only that message can be conveyed properly. So we need to take short composition is also important. The editing is also important. Okay, then only we can communicate with the audience with the proper picture and sound. Okay. So first, in the beginning, composition is first the grammar of any television production. So short production is called short composition. So simply it is a composition, but it is a short composition. The short composition. So take it in the previous example. So instead of showing off face, okay, off face and off body. So if you give full view of the person and off view. So this is a different and this is a so short composition. And there is another format. Okay. So even if you take an example, the short should be visible and it can easily understood by the viewers, television viewers. Then only the proper shots, proper communication, proper message will be delivered to the audience. Okay, the positioning of different elements. Okay, where should we place the light and the color? Okay, that should pleasant to eyes. So then only the audience will continue to watch your programs. Okay, if the content is not good, the video is not good, clear. Okay, shots are not good, then they won't watch your content regularly. Okay, for that we need to have some this one. So here short composition, and actually it is simply called aspect ratio. Television horizontal format means this is called aspect ratio means aspect ratio means ratio aspect ratio. Ratio means so width and height of the channel. So just I did off and again right. So in the previous day, previously we have used to have a box TV, right? Dabba TV. Earlier we used to have a dabba. So this the horizontal. Okay. The width of the channel is 4 inches. If it is a 4 inches, the height may be 3 inches. This is 4:3. Okay, this is called standard television. The recent one, the digital TVs are in a 16:9 aspect ratio. That means this is 16 and this is a 9 inches. If it is this is a 16 inches, this will be 19. So latest LED TVs are looks like this, right? Okay, horizontally they will. In the earlier they used to have a square type TVs. This 4:3 screens like a horizontal TV, SD1 is 4:3, but nowadays the HD TVs usually have 16:9 aspect ratio. And this rule of third. So you have your mobile phone. you have your mobile phone. So if you select grid option in a camera settings, okay, that will divide your screen. So this is so take example. This is your mobile phone. Okay, here also we have one camera, right? This is a mobile phone, right? So if you select the option, the screen will be divided by two horizontal lines, two vertical lines. Okay, whatever these points, intersecting points. Okay, this is called rule of thirds. If you want to place one person looking at this side, so you need to place that person here. If that person looking at this side, so you need to place the person here. This is called a rule of third. Okay, so if you want the person in the center, okay, you can place it here. So it looks direct to the audience. So the next part is, so we'll discuss later. So actually everybody is waiting, I think. Okay, so aspect ratio is a horizontal form. Okay, width into height into width. Sorry, this width into height. So if it is a normal channel, normal box, TV box, Dabba TV, olden days TV box, it is a 4:3. Nowadays, LED LCDs are 16:9 aspect ratio. And this is short composition is, so if you divide your screen, maybe it may be your mobile phone or it may be your TV screen, you divide it into two horizontal lines, two vertical lines. Okay, whatever the intersecting points, 400 intersecting points, you need to place your subject at the intersecting points of the channel. That is short composition. So we call it as a rule of thirds. So, but it is one of the main characteristics of short composition. Okay, with this I'm closing. So today we discussed about different formats of television programs: talk shows, documentaries, reality shows, music shows, newsreel, news report, panel discussion, interview. Okay, these are some of the formats of the television programs. Okay, and there is another production, television production. So in that we'll use different short composition. Like what is the composition? Composition is arranging the objects and subjects in a proper way. Okay, that will be decided by rule of thirds. Okay, and the remaining part we'll discuss in the next class. Okay, thank you. Hope so. I'm leaving now. You will.